America's Cup challenger for record INEOS Britannia might have to rethink the current phase of testing after an onboard failure saw one of their boats damaged. The team were out on their LEQ-12, named T6, last Saturday to test a version of their rudder design. They were being towed on their foils, without their rig, in light conditions. The session looked to be going smoothly, until a failure in the rudder system saw it begin to move in an unusual manner. The boat then made a sharp 90-degree turn, nosediving the boat and tossing the sailors around. Nobody was hurt and the boat was towed back for extensive repairs in Barcelona.
We're here with Giles Scott, helmsman on board T6 at INEOS Britannia. You're out on the water today for some tow testing with version B rudder today.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, had a tough moment while foiling on the tow. Can you explain what happened?
Yeah, well, we went out to do some tow testing today. Obviously, took the boat out with no rig. There was some stuff that we wanted to look at with the rudder, and yeah, unfortunately, we saw a bit of an extreme load case and ended up, with some pretty heavy damage. And the guys behind me here are getting the boat sort of be craned out, and there'll be a lot of diagnosis that will be needed in terms of working out exactly what happened and why. But yeah, we'll get the boat back in the shed and hopefully be back out soon.
We had a brief look at the footage. It looked like you lost steering and the rudder started to oscillate until the structure gave way. Did you feel the loss of steering?
Yeah, there was, to be honest, it happened reasonably quickly, as I'm sure the video will kind of show that we were under reasonable control, and then, yeah, there was a failure, and we ended up pointing the wrong direction and in the water. Fortunately, no one was hurt, and just a bit of boat damage to deal with, which is obviously not what we want, but the important thing is everyone's all good.
So we can see behind you the rudder stock is sticking out at like a 45-degree angle,
yeah,
similar to what happened to Alinghi Red Bull Racing. Any guess how long T6 will be out for?
No, I think it's a question for the shore guys and the design. I'm not too sure. As I said, we'll get it back into the shed and have a good look over exactly what's happened and why. And of course, our goal will be to get back out on the water as quickly as possible.
What was the goal for today?
Tow testing to look at the rudder.
So you were focusing on the hydro systems?
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah.
Were you implementing a new steering system?
No new steering system. We just had a few things that we wanted to sign off with the rudder, and I suppose on the, we knew that today we were pushing to an extreme, and unfortunately we overstepped the mark there. But I think the positive side of it is that we've, albeit some destructive data, we've got a good point in the data set there, and it can only help for RB3.
At least it's a test boat. So
exactly.
Can you just explain how you're pushing to the extremes on this new rudder? What are you looking for, and what are you expecting?
I won't go into the details, but I think some of the images that you guys will have got on the video is to some extent self-explanatory. So I'll let everyone use their imaginations there.
The boat looked very stable. Were you flying in autopilot?
Yeah, it's pretty stable under autopilot or under manual. Every day we go out, we use both systems.
Would you be sailing the AC40 from now on for the foreseeable
Well, we'll
future?
have to, as I said, we'll have to have a look at what T6 is like. As you say, we've got the AC40 in the shed as well, so we'll sort out our plan this evening once we've got a good idea of how the boat is.
Giles, thank you for your time.
All right, thank you.
This is your weekly global sailing highlights show, The World on Water, October 13, 2023. Carrying the flag for the UK, the Emirates Great Britain SailGP team is driven by the most successful Olympic sailor of all time, Sir Ben Ainslie. Alongside Ainslie, Emirates GBR's crew lineup is packed with the country's top sporting talent, including the most successful female Olympic sailor, strategist Hannah Mills OBE. As well as becoming the first team to take franchise ownership, Emirates GBR has been a formidable force on the SailGP race track since it joined the league in Season 1 and often deploys fierce match racing tactics to get ahead of the fleet. We listen in to the onboard comms.
Yeah, okay, get ready for it here, guys. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, feels like you can take a pop.
Taking weight.
Coming now.
Next your foil here.
Yep. Yep, can do it.
Yeah.
Still really in this here. Right turn to finish, so we are going to have 2 more manoeuvres.
Well, just being a soaky ley line, right?
Yeah, we just want to come in the 3.
Yeah, I guess we'll foil as far as we can, huh?
Yeah, pressure looks good to carry on.
I think we just stay fast H2 here.
Yep. Yeah.
Copy.
Massive gains to us here, we're pretty solid.
Nice.
Nice hustle.
Whew.
The DRHEAM Cup, a Grand Prix de France de Course au Large 2024, the race between Cherbourg and Cotentin and La Trinite-sur-Mer, will jump another hurdle in its 5th edition, as results will count towards the RORC Championship, and it will be the 2nd race in the IRC Two-Handed European Championship. Like 2 years ago, 3 courses, DC 600, DC 1000, DC 1500, will be organised for the 11 classes invited, including the Sun Fast 31 design, which has recently been presented and christened at Southampton Boat Show and the Grand Pavois in La Rochelle.
Le partenariat entre la DREAM Cup et Cherbourg en Cotentin, c'est un partenariat important. Aujourd'hui, très clairement, notre ambition est affirmée. Nous souhaitons être un grand port de la course au large. Et c'est là-dessus que nous travaillons depuis plusieurs années. J'ai l'impression aujourd'hui que les fruits commencent à arriver.
C'est une belle épreuve et j'espère qu'elle va continuer à vivre et à monter encore en taille parce que je crois que c'est un des beaux parcours en plus.
C'est un privilège de pouvoir participer à cette course. Jacques, vraiment, elle est magnifique ta course.
Pour moi, la DREAM Cup, elle rentre complètement dans un calendrier qui se font se rencontrer finalement professionnels, amateurs, petits bateaux, grands bateaux.
Très agréable, très méditerranéen comme climat, une belle organisation. Qu'est-ce qu'on veut de plus?
Ça fait plaisir de retrouver et de mélanger tous ces milieux professionnels et puis amateurs sur l'eau.
Je trouve que le mélange entre les classes 40, les Figaro, les IRC, les multi 50, les multi 2000, ça permet à tout propriétaire de bateau de pouvoir régater et naviguer avec une flotte magnifique.
C'est vrai qu'il manque quelque part dans le calendrier de la course au large en France des épreuves comme la Fastnet ou la Cinéo Bar. Donc voilà, la DREAM Cup est là pour combler ce déficit et on est très heureux. On voit qu'il y a beaucoup de catégories différentes, ça va des ultimes au Figaro, donc il y en a pour tous les goûts. Tout est réuni pour une belle épreuve.
On a le même enthousiasme et la même admiration pour tous ces navigateurs. Et l'engagement que j'ai senti de la part du maire de Cherbourg, moi je le relève volontiers et je m'inscris dans un partenariat durable.
We are Sailing Only Media. Please subscribe, share, like, and check the alerts bell. After 3 light air races on day 1 of Kitefoil World Series Austria, Martin Dolenk opened his score sheet with a strong defence of last year's victory on Lake Traunsee. Australia's Brianna Whitehead had a very good day, as she sits in 9th overall in the combined rankings, and is the top-placed female rider. We have days 1 and 2.
Three races done. Jimmy, what did you see and who was winning and why?
So we have Martin Dolenc from Croatia and he was defending his 2022 title. So 2 race wins from him, and the 3rd race win of the day was from Janus Maus, the German rider. And in the girls, we also had Brianna Whitehead all the way from Australia doing such a good job with 2 race wins for her, and Julia Damasovic from Poland with the 3rd race win.
So the fleet pretty happy with how things have worked out for day 1, and we look to see what Transy will bring for the coming days.
See you tomorrow.
short, sharp races still added up to a hard day on the water for the riders on Lake Trounsey.
In the men, we saw multiple race wins from a variety of the top four. Maximilian Mader, the current world champion, and Martin Dolenc from Croatia. We also saw Dennis Taradin take 2 race wins with the strategy, if you want to win, you have to start at the pin. And man of the day has to be Florian Gruber with a full, consistent performance, always up there for the German rider.
In the women's division, Lauriane Nolot, the reigning world champion, had a really good day, racing in amongst the men and now closing the gap to just 2 points on Australia's Brianna Whitehead, who still leads the girls, but it is getting closer between those two.
It doesn't get much more glamour than this on Lake Trounsey. See you tomorrow for more, where you can join us on the live stream.
The Australian 18-footers League's 89th consecutive 18-foot skiff racing season began on Sydney Harbour, when the club staged race 1 of the 2023-24 Spring Championship, which resulted in a victory for the Australian champion, Finport Finance team of Keegan York, Matt Stenter and Phil Marshall. Finport Finance produced a brilliant performance, in the light east-northeast breeze, to overcome her handicap under the 3 boys system, and win the exciting opening race to the season. In a race where the lead changed on numerous occasions over the 3-lap northeasterly course, Finport Finance crossed the finish line 37 seconds ahead of Yangdu.
10 seconds. Fisher Paykel looks... Oh, Fisher Paykel's no good. Gone. Andrew's gone with him. No, Andrew's pulled away. Plenty of boats over. So it could be General, I think. Do we think?
Well, they might test the new system, Pete.
Well, 1 horn.
Individual.
Individual. Wow,
Well, that's good work from the committee.
Great work. Okay, so there's a couple of coming back already.
Marine Outlet and Fisher and Paykel.
Fisher Paykel. It's coming back. So they didn't like where they were. Certainly Fisher and Paykel was very well advanced. Okay, the fleet are on their way on starboard tack. Majority except Smeg, who's tacked quickly onto port.
Just a little...
That's flag down, the individual flags down
okay,
on the
so
committee
all clear
boats.
now.
So all
okay.
clear.
Yep, well done, Jimmy. So the race is on to Bradley's, and it's Yandu that's got a nice little lead. He's jumped out nicely. That's him with the white sails on the foreground with the blue and red oval. So this will be the interesting one. Andu went as far left as most, and now he's coming back. You'll see him there. There he is, not far out of it, and moving pretty nicely. So you'll see the boys peering on the left of screen. There's the first mark, just coming up to Shaw and Partners.
Shaw and Partners, nice lay.
Yep, she'll go round and on her way, so she now jumps into the lead because she's going to the shortest mark. There they go. Terrific job.
Pretty cool thing, right? Leading your first race.
Yep, Emma Rankin and the crew. And it's going to be a tight spinnaker run now down to the shark, as Andrew said, as Yandu goes around the middle mark. Poor old Finport's got to stagger up to the furthest mark.
Yep, so they're all going to hoist. Shaw's Partners up. Woody's got his up. It's all good. Tight angle. Wow.
So very tight angle here.
Full noise, you blokes. Yeah. Full noise.
Oh, they're all getting really headed down there. Shaw and Partners got the spinnaker off. It's coming round the bow of Yandu. We'll get to them in a moment. It's the blue spinnaker of Burrowang. We're on the cockpit of sixth. Great shot that. There's Yandu dropping the spinnaker. Shaw and Partners got round his bow. So they'll 2-sail reach into the island.
Perhaps it's okay. Just 90 apparent wind angle. Great bit of pressure for the next couple of boats coming into the corner.
which is smack just top right of screen with Finport. There they are.
Okay, so Smeg in a good bit of new breeze, bringing it with them to some degree here.
We'll chase the leaders at VMG Run now back to the vicinity of Clark Island. And it's still Shore and Partners just in the middle of the Sydney Harbour Bridge with the red Spinnaker. Bow up now, who leads from Yandu. And going across on Port Jibe with the black Spinnaker is Keegan York in Finport. Lovely afternoon on the harbour. 8 to 9 knots out of the east-northeast. The first race of the new season. There's Yandu jibing.
Yeah, as soon as you don't have attached flow, the boats basically revert to normal boats.
Yes.
And, going about as slow as a slow keelboat there, the Shore and Partners.
Yandu will lead. Just narrowly, as you can see, boat length in it. Just got a puff to get down there at the end there. They're around.
Oh, they came in hot and a bit like Formula One for the viewers here. You can determine who will win the race by the proportion of the time the whole crew's on the end of the rack, and Shore and Partners wasted 30 seconds there probably with nobody on the rack at all.
Shore and Partners is tacking in line. Shore and Partners is capsized.
Wow.
Just capsized in the tack, I think.
Just to the left of screen there they are.
There I are. Oh dear, that's a disappointment. So they earn the dubious honour of the first race capsize of the season. Yandu's just tacked for the Beachell Boy. There it is. He's around. Shore and Partners about 4 boat lengths from their turning mark. So it's a big run straight back down the harbour now. And have a look at this, guys. The Miami Ferry just going to split those two boats. Yep. So that tells you Shore and Partners is quite a way in front at this moment. So the breeze headed Yandu here, which hurt him a little. Okay, they've got a drop here. So Finport's going to be about 25 seconds astern. Balmain's in the mix, 6th in the mix.
Not even that, Pete, I don't think.
No, Finport's got a real nice header to get down, so is Balmain.
Good header, and they're going to do a drop.
Yeah, Henry Larkins on Balmain done a terrific job. Look at this, Finport right in the touch here.
Wow.
Yeah, Shore and Partners, nice job. They've laid that mark as we're watching Yandu tack at the Beachell Boy.
Shore and Partners going to lead, how about that? Temporarily.
Yes, Shore and Partners.
Oh, maybe not.
Well, yeah, they will.
Finport, too much bang on, boys.
Oh, Shore and Partners round the short mark.
Yep. So there's a race.
And Balmain round the middle mark. So on the water at the moment, Shore and Partners just getting their Spinnaker up.
Finport will take the lead off them
Finport
here.
about to roll them with Balmain 3rd, Yandu 4th. Finport's hanging on. He'll think he'll carry it as far as he can down to this island and shoot up.
Yep.
So for the northeastern side,
not accustomed to watching, the bow comes up. The minimum bow up is about 20 degrees from when the Spinnaker is up to when the Spinnaker's not up. The bow has to come up 20 degrees to keep the flow attached and the boat sailing reasonably fast.
Finport almost at the mark. In a nice puff,
great
bow down, Spinnaker up, and then VMG run to the finish. There's your round now. Great win here to Finport. He's 30 metres from home. First race of the new season, the Spring Championship. Off a scratch,
coming in hot too.
Off a scratch handicap, went to the longest mark each time. Keegan York, Phil Marshall, Phil Stetter, Matty Stetter, well done.
Good showing, guys.
Very good job. Nice job. So I think we've seen a great race today, Andrew. First race, so it's had a bit of everything.
Yeah, no, technically complex. The scratch boat won, which is unusual. So now everybody else has kicked off scratch for next week, the way the handicapping system works. So Finport making a little mark and pushing Andu and Yandu out to a couple of minutes handicap.
Almost 20 schooners, ranging from the Pride of Baltimore 2 to the schooner Woodwinds, to the Virginia, began their voyage to Norfolk, Virginia in light winds, in the Great Chesapeake Bay Schooner Race. The 2023 event was another challenging year weather-wise. Both Thursday and Friday were almost becalmed, and the entire race became a drifting match. The finish lines for classes B and C were moved up to Cove Point. And even so, many boats did not manage to get there before noon on Friday.
The Great Chesapeake Bay Schooner Race was founded to promote public awareness of the Chesapeake Bay's maritime heritage, and encourage the preservation and improvement of the Chesapeake's natural resources. We accomplished this goal by presenting educational programs, and supporting regional organizations who share this vision. Almost 20 schooners, ranging from the Pride of Baltimore to the schooner Woodwinds, to the Virginia, began this voyage to Norfolk, Virginia in light winds, with Annapolis Maritime Museum and Parks Wilma Lee looking on. The Eastport Yacht Club was on the scene for the race committee. "2023 was another challenging year weather-wise. Both Thursday and Friday were almost becalmed, and the entire race became a drifting match. The finish lines for classes B and C were moved up to Cove Point. And even so, many boats did not manage to get there before noon on Friday. North Wind won Class B by dint of continuing to race until noon, while the rest of the boats in that class had. The Black Dog Trophy is the board's most prestigious honor. Named and modeled after race founder Captain Briggs' faithful companion, Rebel, its bronze statue of a black dog signifies loyalty to the race mission and faithful and honorable support for the event without personal recognition, in the spirit of Lena Briggs. The Black Dog Trophy is not an annual award, but is only presented when significant service is deserving of very special recognition. We were honored and proud to award the Black Dog Trophy to Peter Briggs. Peter has been involved in the race from the very early days. He is always willing to step in and do whatever needs doing, and has been instrumental in helping to make this race the success it is today. Congratulations, Peter. Thank you also to Captain Boomies for the help on the filming of the boats. Now sit back and enjoy the beautiful boats in the starting area.